Assalamu alaikum. Today on Noran Academy, we discuss Haya. If you benefit, please support by subscribing and sharing as a sadaqah.
We're living in this age that's constantly telling us that to be connected to everything all the time is to be free. But let's really think about that. Is a mind that's being pulled in 1,000 different directions at once truly free? Or is it just noisy? Is it just captive to every little thing that pops up?
And this leads to a pretty common misunderstanding, especially when it comes to Islamic concepts. You take something like Haya, that idea of modesty or self-respect. So often we hear it framed as something, well, outdated, like it's some kind of chain holding us back in this modern, free world. But what if that entire way of thinking is just wrong?
This is where we need to flip the entire script. The perspective of Islam was never about reducing your potential. Not at all. It was always about protecting it. The idea is that your potential is so incredibly vast and valuable that it actually needs a shield. And that shield is Haya.
Okay, so let's dig into this idea a little bit more, this fundamental principle of protection. And you know what? This isn't some strange or foreign concept. It's actually something we all do every single day, whether we realize it or not. And this slide just perfectly captures the difference in worldview, doesn't it? On one side, you have this cultural pressure to expose everything, put all your thoughts, your entire life out there for everyone to see. But on the other side, Islam teaches this profound principle of discernment. If something is truly valuable, you guard it, you protect it. I mean, think about it in your own life. We lock our doors, we put passwords on our data, we keep valuable things in a safe. It's just common sense, right? We instinctively protect what matters to us. So the big question is, why would we leave our most precious internal resources, things like our focus, our time, our very dignity, completely unguarded and open to everyone and everything? And that right there, that question, it brings us straight to the real heart of Haya. See, it's not about hiding from the world. It's about building something inside you, an internal shield of self-respect. When you really get down to it, Haya is about making a series of conscious, powerful choices. It's choosing your own inner dignity over the constant pressure to be on display. It's choosing to set boundaries before you hit total burnout, and it's choosing deliberate, intentional control over the absolute chaos of unfiltered information. So what does this all boil down to? It's really about the wisdom to discern. It's about you, consciously, acting as the gatekeeper to your own mind and heart. You decide, with real intention, what gets access. And that's an act of profound self-worth. Now, to make this crystal clear, let's use a simple analogy. It's a really powerful one that gets to the very heart of why Haya is so critical for our ability to achieve anything meaningful in our lives. All right, just picture this. You've got two lamps side by side, and they're both lit, both burning bright. You can think of these lamps as our potential, our God-given ability to learn, to create, to connect, to worship. Okay, so the first lamp, it's just sitting out there, in the open, completely uncovered. And every little gust of wind, think of that as a notification, a distraction, a piece of gossip. It just causes the flame to flicker and dance wildly. It's unstable, and it's burning through its fuel like crazy. But then you look at the second lamp. This one has a simple glass shield around it. Now, the wind can blow all it wants outside, but the flame inside, it doesn't waver. It stays calm, steady, strong. It just keeps burning brightly, doing exactly what it's meant to do. And that, right there, is the function of Haya. Your focus, your concentration, your spiritual energy. That's the flame. And Haya is the shield. It's what protects that precious flame from all the chaotic winds of the world, so it can burn with purpose and with clarity. So what's the payoff here? What actually happens in our lives when we decide to build this shield? Well, what you discover is this incredible, profound power that's found only in restraint. When you start guarding your attention, you begin to build a life of real substance. You develop deep, meaningful focus, not that scattered, fragmented attention we're all so used to. You start to feel a quiet confidence that doesn't need constant applause. You earn respect naturally without having to beg for it. And you stop feeling so drained because your energy isn't leaking out in 100 different directions anymore. And remember, this is not about limitation. It's about efficiency. It's simply a fact. A focused mind is a powerful mind. When you stop wasting all your energy fighting off distractions, you can finally channel it toward what truly matters. And you end up achieving more, but with a sense of peace and purpose.
And here we are again, back at that fundamental difference. The world seems to be screaming, express everything instantly. If you feel it, say it. If you think it, post it. But Islam offers a much wiser path. It says, don't just spill that energy everywhere. Channel it, direct it, give it a noble purpose.
And please, never ever mistake this kind of restraint for weakness. It's the exact opposite. Think of a river. If it just spreads out everywhere, it becomes a shallow, stagnant swamp. But if you channel that same water between two strong banks, it gains enough power to carve through mountains. Restraint isn't weakness, it's direction. So here's a practical tool, something you can start using literally today. With every little choice you face, what to watch, who to listen to, how to spend your time, just pause and ask yourself this one simple question. Is this protecting my future, or is it just letting my potential leak away? And ultimately, this all leads to the highest level of accountability. Because you see, our time, our focus, our dignity, these things aren't just ours to waste. They are a trust, an amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on that day, we will all be asked how well we guarded the trust He gave us. I want to leave you with this final thought. It's so simple, but so profound. Whether we're talking about a garden, a relationship, or your own faith, it's always true. Whatever you choose to protect, to nurture, and to guard from harm, that is precisely what will grow and flourish in your life. Presented and created by Noron Studio.